Hello there, my beloved Awakened One. I'm Monica Bermudez, an intuitive quantum energy healer, coming on my YouTube channel to share a message about the 5 energetic themes for the month of August, which feels like a very powerful month. It has a lot of portals, a lot of key dates to keep in mind and to track and to take advantage of all this energy that we're all in right now. And I'll explain why it's such a powerful month of August. First of all, the number for the month is 8. So that's the number for August. And I always, when I see the number 8, I think of the infinity sign. And I also like to link it to wealth and financial abundance because to me, the infinity is about abundance and wealth and prosperity, because we're infinite beings that are worthy of our own abundance and prosperity. So I feel like overall there's a theme around that with that numerology, because I also like to study some of the numbers that are associated with the month as a whole to also bring in my insight, my energetic insight of what I'm feeling for this month that's coming for us from a collective level and also from an individual level. And a lot of it has to do with a lot of portals and a lot of key dates and astrological events happening. We are still in the midst of many retrograde planets, and I'll give you the list of all those planets that are in retrograde and just kind of give you a summary of what that all means. So when a planet's in retrograde, it means that it's about going within. And we are, I consider us, each of us, as universal, a mini universe, because we are a reflection of the universe itself, of what is, the external. As above, so below, and as below, so above, as the Hermetic philosophy would say in the Kabbalion, if you have read that book. So there is that reflection with one another, from the microcosm to the macrocosm of things. And so when I think of these planets, that are going in retrograde, that just means it's going inward into our own planets that are within ourselves, because I like to think of these planets also to be associated to each of our major chakras, and so they have a connection with them as well. You could establish each of those planets for the one that resonates the most for each of the chakras levels. And so each planet also has a consciousness, just like Mother Earth does. So a lot of the star systems are all interlinked in this whole universe with Earth itself. And so there is a lot of fluctuation of movement with the energies because of the high frequency, the high expansion of energies, or the expansiveness that we're becoming, because we're receiving all these energies for our own light body. And our light body, our physical body, we need our physical vehicle in order for us to fulfill what we need to fulfill here on this earth, and this surface, on the surface of this earth, in our own physical incarnations as we exist now. However, because of all the things that we have endured in our lifetimes of many human existence, of whether you've been incarnated to many human lifetimes, we picked up a lot of things subconsciously in our own patterns, and it's made a lot of that light distorted. So a lot of shadow energy that sometimes can be a burden in us. And so it just feels like it's a combination of many energies that may come up that are called like ascension symptoms, where it could be times of depression, times of rest, or times just not feeling comfortable. Physical body itself is also adjusting itself because it's receiving a lot of the light codes and energies from a lot of these astrological events and these portals that are opening up in a peak, really high peak of energy, to give us an opportunity for upgrade and tune-ups and being polished in every way, in order for us to be able to expand. And so a lot of our physical body is releasing things that may come up to the surface, right? Whether that be an emotional as well, like getting triggered. A lot of it comes to the surface in order for it to be released, to be cleansed, to be made aware, and to learn from it as well. Because this, being here on Earth is also a learning experience, from all the times that we've lived. And I would say for most of us, completing certain cycles of karmic and, ancestral generational patterns. I myself have been experiencing a lot more of the generational cleansing, because I've done so much work for so long that now I feel like everything is unleashing itself and clearing itself and cleansing itself and just coming to a balanced state, because we also have, great gifts from our own ancestors as well, that we could, put to good use in this new earth as well. And then there's other things too that are, the traumas, the pains, and all that, the drama that comes with it that we don't need anymore. We don't need that baggage anymore. And so that's what's going on with these energies, and that's why it appears to be a bit chaotic at times, out there in the world, on the surface, and whatever it is that you may be experiencing right now. So to me though, like a lot of the month, because this is a big LIONSGATE portal that's already open actually, and it will just gain a lot more momentum and a highest peak of energy in a specific day in August. It will remain open for a while, and eventually I'll do a video on that as well to talk more about that. But so I feel like because it's associated to Leo, it'll still be in the zodiac sign of Leo. There's a lot of heart energy. There's like this courage of the heart and being courageous in so many ways. So that's what the month of August feels like overall, just a general sense of it. So now I'm just going to jump into these 5, energetic themes of energies that I'm feeling for the month as well. Well, actually, before I jump in, let me talk about each specific date in August of the days to keep track of and to make note of, to make use for your own energy work, shadow work, anything that, makes sense in the moment that you want to proclaim, adjust, and shift in your own timelines and your own physical reality as well. So August 1st, we are going to kick off the month with a full moon, which is also super moon, and it's going to be in Leo. Well, it is this, we are in the zodiac sign of Leo, but this full moon is going to be in Aquarius. And so when it's a super moon, that means that the moon will be at a much closer proximity to the earth, meaning that its effects will be even will be double the energy of from a regular full moon. So you're getting a lot more power source of energy from the full moon. And full moons are typically about releasing, clearing, completing cycles. However, this full moon does feel like more of initiatory, which I'll share in another video when I jump into some of the other 5 energetic themes for the full moon as well. On August 16, it's going to be a new moon in Leo. So this is, new moon's about setting powerful intentions, and it's going to happen right after August 8th, which is the LIONSGATE portal, when it reaches its peak of energy. And it's already been open. Actually, the 777 portal gateway that we had for July was in a way kind of like a gateway for it, initiatory as well. If you haven't seen my guided meditation video, check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. It's very powerful, and it's a great way to get us prepared for the LIONSGATE portal as well. And also for the new moon, I do new moon rituals every month, and each month is always associated with that specific zodiac sign that is, the theme for this new moon coming up in August is going to be in Leo, which is going to be about the lion heart energy. And it's a very, it's a structured new moon, but it's more in the flow of the 5D, of the higher expansive energies, and getting us prepared also for the 5D as well. And it's also setting intentions together as a group. It's all virtual. And with that, comes in channel light language and supporting one another in our own intentions energetically and as a group. And for me personally, it has been so powerful. I've been shifting a lot of my physical reality, and I talk more about the manifestation and creating things in your life and just embracing that creative force within yourself as well. So every new moon has been a different theme because of the different zodiac signs that are in play at that moment. So for this new moon, it's going to be very powerful because it's sandwiched between two full moons, which I haven't even finished going over all the dates, but I wanted to share that. So if you look in the description area, you can find more details to this new moon as well. So, but August 23rd, before I jump to the end of August, August 23rd is going to launch the Mercury retrograde is when it starts, and it's going to continue until September. And then August 30, it's going to be another full moon, which is going to be in Pisces. And so you have two, big full moons happening here in the month of August, and they are the new moon's going to be like a sandwich between them. And so there's going to be a lot of potent energy there as far as what is completing in your life. Because that's what the full moon, is saying. Was having two. When you have two full moons in the same month, it's also called the blue moon. So once in the blue moon, there's going to be these major events. And I feel like there's been a lot of, blue moons lately. So a lot of things that are rare are starting to come up to the surface that are, giving us this opportunity to learn from it, to clear it, to release it, to complete it, be done with it, and just no longer have to have those burdens that were, bringing you down, bringing your energy down. And it's time to embrace the power that we are. And that's really what the whole month is saying as well, this courageous heart. So a lot of planets in retrograde. So I'm going to go over this list real quick, and then I'm going to jump into the 5 themes. So Pluto has been in retrograde since May. It's going to go on till October. Saturn started in June. It's going to go on till November. Neptune started in June, and that's going to go till December. And Venus just went retrograde actually this month in July 22nd, which was another portal, and I did do a guided meditation in that portal, which is the feast, the day of the feast for Mary Magdalene. It's very potent as well, so check it out on my YouTube channel. And as I mentioned, Mercury is going to go retrograde in August 23rd. Uranus actually is going to go retrograde August 28th, so right before it reaches that full moon peak of energy as well, you're going to have this planet in retrograde. So Jupiter is going to go retrograde September. So we're going to be in a lot of retrograde planets pretty much until, I would say till January of 2024. And so, most of these planets basically for almost the whole year of 2023. So that means that we're definitely clearing up a lot of stuff, a lot of karmic, a lot of ancestral, generational stuff that has been a burden, that has been, let's just say, traumatic, drama, dark stuff that we just don't need anymore, don't need to carry with us in the new earth frequency that we're, converting into these lighter bodies, crystalline bodies. That's what our cells are turning into. So it's shedding a lot of that energy that we no longer need, no longer serve us, and letting that go, being done with it, and just taking that time that you need to release some of that too. So there's going to be some self-care and compassion as well for yourself, for each one of us. So jumping into these 5 energetic themes, right? The month of August, split up between like Leo and Virgo zodiac signs. Leo will go on till like August 22nd, and then we're going to shift into like the Virgo zodiac sign. And so a lot of these play into these energetic themes that I'm about to share with you. So number one thing to know is to rest and restore your energy. So that also includes some of the grounding as well, which is, should be a daily basis, but because of the high potency of these energies for August, you're going to have to, we're going to need some more awareness, some more remembrance in the grounding phase of it. The number 2 thing is, and also because like resting, restoring the energy, if there's been a lot that is being released, sometimes we feel like we're losing, our energy can feel a little bit, low. So there's times that just need to restore that energy and get some rest with that. So number 2 thing to know is to take action from the heart, having this courageous heart, because of this whole Leo theme to it, and this LIONSGATE portal, which is very powerhouse energy of the heart, which is its own power itself, but also including some of that solar plexus energy. And I know that a lot of things, especially for me, I've been clearing a lot in my solar plexus. And so connecting, that heart also to the solar plexus and bringing in more of that heart power energy into the world, and having that courage for those changes that are, going to liberate you from things that you no longer need to have in your life. You no longer need to have specific baggage of drama or trauma in your life. And so just letting go of those energies, and clearing yourself from it. And it takes a lot of courage to face those things within yourself as well, as, they may be coming up to the surface. And so it's a lot, also to learn within ourselves too, as they're coming up. So number 3 thing is to reclaim your power. So as you're, embracing your heart power and having this courage, you're also reclaiming your own power. Calling back to wherever it is that you felt that you've given up your power to others or to situations, and just knowing your worth, and knowing, with your own strong self-esteem that you're worthy of, having your own power, and not being afraid of your own power either. And these are some of the things that I struggle with myself, through the many years that I had to really, spent the time to clear myself from after when I went through my divorce. A lot of things that came to the surface, but they came to the surface for me to clear, to really get myself rebalanced, reharmonized, and re-energized in order to receive new energies of reclaiming those powers. And the more that you shed, of this clearing, the more of these energy codes that you're able to receive within yourself as well. And the more that you're able to activate other aspects of yourself, of your spiritual gifts within, your divine gifts that come, from source, because you're a part of source, of divine source. And the number 4 thing is to meditate and gain awareness of what you're completing. So have a journal of the things that you feel you're done with and you're completed. And during those full moons, you can definitely use that time to set those rituals and intentions of what it is that you're done with and completing. and having, seeing that rippling effect as you prepare yourself for the LIONSGATE portal and for the new moon rituals themselves as well, for setting the powerful intentions. And so the fifth thing to know is to make those quantum leap of changes. And whatever it is that your heart is calling you right now, tapping within your own heart. And, I'm not talking about just the human heart. I'm talking about your whole heart. That includes your higher aspect heart as well. Your higher guidance, the one that connects you to source directly. And really tuning in to what it is, what change is coming right now for you. And having that courage to make that quantum leap change to whatever it is that you're feeling that passion right now for that change. So these are the 5 energetic themes for now, for August. I'll be back with more videos, guided meditations, and other energetic themes of energy that I'm tapping into in the moment with a collective. So I will be connecting with you in one way or another, but I'm sending you all so much love, peace, and blessings. Take care, and we'll be in touch. Take care. Bye.